Come on, Gabi. Alright, hello everyone. My name is Alex Bublea, and today we're going to talk about why foreigners crash in Southeast Asia and how to prevent it. I want to make 4 simple points and a few bonuses afterward. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Number 1, why do foreigners crash in Southeast Asia? Number 1, you can't ride. But pretty easy, isn't it? So you have very little or no experience riding in your home country, and you come here and you rent a bike and you get on it because that's what everyone does, which is fine. That's what I did as well, almost. Thing is, you rush into it, you rush to blend in with everyone else, and you don't understand. They've got a different level of experience. They know how to operate the machine, and they're used to the driving culture, which we'll get to in a minute. So when I first got here, there was a guy, Lukorg, at Bublea gym. He was one of the fighters at Bublea gym. We were both fighting on a Saturday, I think it was Saturday or Friday evening after the weigh-in, or maybe that was a weigh-in on the same day, I can't even remember. I just remember him Friday evening being at a party doing all sorts of drugs and whatever. I don't do drugs, so I don't know what he did. But he was partying, living his best life, had a 5-round elbow war on a Saturday, and then after the fight, like, oh, I don't feel so good. And I'm thinking, bro, you just experienced more life than other people experience during the whole of their lives in a minute, and you're complaining now that you don't feel very well. And after the fight, the day after, so we fought Saturday, and then Sunday he drove me to a parking lot where he had left his motorbike. So he said, take this back to Banchamek, to the gym. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you take this. Well, but I've never ridden this before. And he showed me this fast, this no fast, and good luck. He just got in the car and he took off. And I'm thinking, oh dear, okay. And keep in mind, this is Bangkok, where everything seems to happen so fast all the time, everywhere. Everyone is everywhere all the time. So I do a couple of laps of the petrol station, of the fuel station where he left me, just to get used to the machinery, to see how the machinery works. And then slowly I took it on the street, and I took it on the small streets. I didn't go on the boulevard or anything. I took it on the back alleys, and I made my way back to Banchamek in one piece. And as I was driving, I realized, oh, it's not kitty. It's not that hard. You just need to have a little bit of common sense and actually take it slow until your body gets used to reacting to what the motorbike does and what other people around you do, and get your eyesight used to what's happening as well. So how to prevent crashing by not knowing how to ride? Just take it easy, man. Take it slow. Don't rush. Look, it's fucking Thailand. That's why you're here. You're here to have a good life, a good holiday, not to end up scraping yourself off the pavement. Yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, and this is also very important. I think this might be the most important. For me, this is the most important. Number 2, euphoria. What does that mean? So when you're coming from a cold country where you've been working your ass off every day, sorting out issues and making money and just dealing with life in general, our life in the West is 100 miles an hour, doing everything all the time. You got 2 minutes left of daylight. Oh, I got 5 more issues I need to sort out. So you rush from one to the other, and then end of the day, you drop almost dead. Satisfied or unsatisfied with what you've done, and there's just a lot of stress, a lot of hassle, and whenever you think you're done, you're finished with everything, something else just pops up, and now you gotta do something else. And in Thailand, lifestyle, or in Thailand, in Southeast Asia in general, lifestyles 2 miles an hour, everyone's taking their time, everyone's happy, everyone's smiling, and so you get rid of that 100 mile an hour thing, and you come here and you're free. Now you don't have to do anything. Nobody's pulling your shirt. Nobody's calling you. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you're just free. And then you get on the motorbike and you're riding and you're happy and you don't have to do anything, and the feeling of freedom and happiness is so intense that it's gonna make you go wee, and it gives you a false feeling of security. It makes you feel invincible. It's like how I felt. I was like, I broke out of prison. I was working my ass off in London, fighting and training and teaching, and I felt like I wasn't really getting anywhere. And it was so much work and so much stress with everything you have to pay and everything you sorry lad, and everything you have to do. When I got here, and all I had to do was train and eat and sleep, and then I got on the motorbike, I felt like, yes, this is amazing. And I remember when I bought my first motorbike off the money I made actually fighting, I was riding, screaming by myself. I was so happy on the road. There's no feeling I can explain. You have to feel it, and then after you feel it, you won't need explaining anymore. It's a fantastic feeling, but it tends to get a bit dangerous because then you tend to go faster. You don't realize how vulnerable you actually are. So take it all in, because what's the point if you don't take it all in? Take it all in, this feeling, this amazing feeling of freedom. Enjoy it to its fullest, but stay controlled. Don't let it get the better of you, and don't think you're the super driving Valentino Rossi, Michael Schumacher, whatever. Remember, you're still a beginner. You still don't know the culture, and take it slowly, and you can still enjoy life while taking it slowly. And while we're I hate that exhaust. While we're on the subject of the euphoria, you see that bike, that motorbike that just drive past, try and rent one of those, because they've got anti-lock brakes, and it makes such a big difference. You see, this is a bigger one. This is a 300. Well, it's not big, it's a fucking 300, but it's bigger than the 125s, and it's got ABS. So if you're gonna rent a bike that doesn't have ABS and it's got thin little wheels like this, your chances of crashing are very high. Better get one of those, even if it doesn't have advanced braking system. It's got thick tires. It's heavier, and it's going to take you a longer time to stop. But it's not the stopping distance that makes you crash. It's the locking of the front wheel, not even the locking of the back wheel, because you can save that with a little bit of skill. But once the front wheel locks, that's very hard to recover. And I've had a few actually close calls. I don't know how I managed to recover. One I didn't actually. I fell on my ass. It was a rainy day in Bangkok. I was riding my Yamaha Mio towards the gym, and it was one of these things, a speed limiter, speed bump. I didn't see it because it was raining, and the road color turned a bit more even. I saw it too late. I hit the brakes and just went away from me. I wasn't driving fast. I fell on my ass. Half my ass, fucking half the skin on my ass stayed on the pavement, painted the pavement, and it was painful. And because it's very humid, it lasts a long time to heal. So you're ruining your holiday. Yeah, even if you get a bigger bike, like you don't need to get a manual. This is a manual, like a Honda Rebel or a sports bike. You just get like an ADV or an X-Max. The bigger ones, usually they have ABS, and even if they don't, they've got thicker wheels. They got double discs on the front, or whatever, better brakes, let's say, and you'll be a lot safer. Well, I was gonna say one more. I was gonna tell you one more about the euphoria thing, but I forgot. Let me remember. Oh, what I was gonna say about number 2, and I forgot about the euphoria thing. You're not gonna be wearing safety gear because it's fucking 40 degrees outside, 80% humidity. Nobody's wearing safety gear, and is that more dangerous? Well, no, actually, you're not gonna be crashing more often. But if you do crash, it's gonna be a lot more taxing on your skin. And look, the feeling you get, I understand. I don't wear safety gear either. I don't like it. the feeling I get from riding in flip-flops and topless, it's a lot better feeling of freedom that you're ever gonna get riding with safety gear on. But if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you're a beginner in Thailand, how to not pay such a high price if you crash. Wear a half helmet. You don't need to wear a full helmet, wear a half helmet. You don't even need to strap it underneath your neck. What does that do? Nice. What does that do? Well, it stops your head from banging on the pavement first time you fall, provided you're riding slowly. Because if you're riding fast, you can wear full medieval, nice Vulcan 650. You can wear medieval full body armor with a fucking lance, and you're still gonna die if you're riding too fast. Especially on this street, on this bend here. It feels like every week there's a youngster dying because they're racing their bikes and they're riding fast and they don't know what they're doing, and all of a sudden a little patch of sand, by. That's it. So about the safety gear, yeah, you're not going to spend 20 minutes a day, especially if you need to go from here to there. It's a 2-minute ride. You're not going to spend 20 minutes putting on safety gear, gloves and boots and whatever. But you can wear a half helmet. Again, you don't even need to tie it. It just needs to protect you from banging your head first time on the pavement. Am I wearing safety gear? No. Do I recommend everyone else doing what I do? Also no. Filming after training, not a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because I remember what we were gonna talk about last time. So at number 3, I think it was, is the driving style and driving culture. And why is this important? It's because it's less based on rules and more based on common sense. I'm not exactly sure how to explain that to you, common sense. It's like everybody knows that everybody else needs to go somewhere, and if we get in each other's ways because the rule says we're allowed to, we're not gonna get to our destinations any quicker. So even if I've got the right of way, if I see that I need to slow down, for example, I'm just gonna let someone else through because I'm slowing down anyway. And it's not a big deal. And then if somebody breaks a rule on purpose or by accident, it's usually by accident, but even if he does it on purpose, we don't take it too seriously. And a driving culture and style is also based around motorcycles more than it is cars. For example, look at this crossroads here. It looks like everyone's gonna climb on top of each other, but that's why it seems like in the beginning. But then there's such an order to it. See, everybody ignored all the road markings, all the signs. I don't think there were any stoplights. Even if there were, I didn't even notice. Because we're all looking at everyone else and what they do, and we're trying to read body language. And it's quite obvious because we're not trying to fake our way through and confuse people. It's just, I see you're going there, I know straight away if you're gonna let me through or if you're not gonna let me through. You just know. You see this guy, I know straight away that he saw me and he's gonna let me through. This is a bit different than in Europe, because in Europe some people actively ignore you or try to get in your way, which is very stupid and also illegal. So about the driving style, what my solution to, I was gonna say why people crash due to driving style. Because you try and blend in straight away, and when you get, normally it's okay, it's fine, but when you get to a busy crossroads or when people are swarming around you, then you lose your cool a little bit and you hesitate. And when you hesitate, everyone around is going to hesitate as well, because they're reading your body language. If your body language is hesitant and you don't know exactly what you're doing, he's going to have a hard time reading you. And then he's gonna have a hard time reacting to it, and then the guy next to him is gonna have a hard time reacting to that as well. So the fix to that is very easy. Just take it slow, because everyone can read slow body language. Like your body language is gonna say, "I'm new here, give me some fucking time to get used to it," and you will get the time, because no one's trying to get in your way. No one's trying to prove that they're a better driver or egotistical road rage or something. People just need to go places. And so people are going to see, that's exactly what your body language is going to say. People are going to see that, and they're going to treat you as such. And then there's not going to be any hesitancy or getting in each other's way, and very few mistakes are going to be made. Easy with the driving culture. Okay, next one. Number 4 or 5. I think it's 4. I'm having trouble counting. I'm not known for my higher education. I'm known for my left kick. That's all right. Number whatever is next. Having fun. Having fun by going to bars, and I don't party. I'm training all the time. I'm too tired. Even now, I'm thinking I just want to get home and eat something and go to bed. But you're coming on holiday. You're gonna want to have some fun. You're gonna want to go to, I don't know, bar, or club, or whatever it is people do these days, and you're gonna have a drink. And that's fine. You have a drink, have your fun. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Have your drink, have your fun, and then when you feel like you've had a little bit too much, don't drive home. But I don't really need to explain that. That's available in. That's the same case in any country. Don't drink and drive. But there's something else that I have to say about that. Don't party and get on a motorcycle with your friend who you don't know, who you just met, or even if you know him for a lifetime. You don't know how good he is at motorcycle riding in Southeast Asia. You might know how good he is in your country, but in Southeast Asia, life is different. So don't get on a motorcycle with your friends. They might get the ump with you, they might get upset, but you know what? You'd prefer them to get upset for not riding with them rather than get upset for having to visit you in the hospital all the time. So what's the fix to that? Just say no. Just get used to saying no. Don't care what people think about you, and get a motorbike taxi. Motorbike taxi's been here their entire lives. There is a lot less probability of having any issues or any accidents with motorbike taxi. No problem. Don't drink and drive, and don't go on motorcycles with people you've never seen ride in Southeast Asia. Just get a motorbike taxi. Easy. Next, number 6-ish. Right, number 6-ish. Don't be an asshole. My clearest example of being an asshole is I think it was British or something. That guy. That's a coincidence. I'm not saying British are assholes. It's just a coincidence. It's this guy came in, rented a leader bike, a fucking leader bike, man. It was a Ducati Panigale or something. Why would you need a leader bike in any case in the city? You're gonna keep it in first gear throughout your entire ride. But he wanted to rent a leader bike and rev up the engine on a beach road in central Pattaya to impress a fucking schoolgirl or whatever. Why am I saying schoolgirl? Because a grown-ass woman is not going to be impressed by you revving a rented motorbike. And then what he did, he dumped the clutch, he lost it, he left half his skin on the fucking tarmac. People have had to peel him off, and then he spent the rest of the evening arguing with a lady he rented the motorbike from, or the motorcycle from. They're saying that the dent on the bike was already there when you rented it. Don't be an asshole like this. Nobody's impressed by you revving a rented motorcycle. You're not proving anything to anyone other than the fact that you're an idiot. So you came here to have a nice holiday, not to show everyone that you are or you aren't an idiot. People have seen idiots, bigger idiots than you, lesser idiots than you. People that are here have seen everything. You have nothing new to bring to the table. Just rent. If you want to rent a big bike, rent a 650. You can die on a 650 as well, but at least you can put it out. You can put it in second gear or something. You can sort of ride it through the city. And if you go to Bangkok and there's so much traffic, you can still do a certain amount of lane splitting on a 650. You're really gonna have trouble doing that on a leader bike. Or rent a cruiser. Or you're not gonna do much lane splitting on a cruiser though. But it's a lot more comfortable, it's a lot safer, and you got a lot less chance of being an asshole. Right, what else? Can't remember what else. Read out the cup. Thank you, cup. Can't remember what else I was going to talk to you about. If I remember, I'll add it on later or something. Anyways, that was it for now. Made it home quicker than I expected. Thanks for watching. Next one is going to be probably about road rage or about how to never crash. I've developed a system over the years, and if you follow it, you're never going to crash again in your life. I'm gonna make a video about that soon. I'm not sure which one's going to be which. Thank you for watching. See everyone on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.